Going to make some kombucha. This kombucha I've been making for 2.5 years. This is what I'll use for the starter. You need 300 mils, 100 mils for each bottle. You wash your bottles. Hot water. Dishwashing liquid. Round about 2.4 litres of tea. Use one of these and one of these in each. Bushell's black tea, Victoria Queen lemon and ginger. In each. And once this is steeped for a bit, I'll transfer the rest of it into here to steep for a bit more. Sugar is like a little tablespoon, 1.5 for each bottle. So this gets through 1, 2, 3. That's 1.5. It's 3 750 bottles. When you use sugar, it just turns vinegary. Kombucha gets all the wild yeast from the tea. The wild yeast is in the tea. And I use filtered water. Boiled filtered water, which is pasteurising it. Put it in there. Give your bubbles a good wash. All the water's boiling. do this so you don't get any other wild bacteria that you don't want. It's not much of an effort to do it. We go through about 3 bottles in a week. Up in the cupboard I've got 6 weeks worth. Six weeks worth, 5 by 3, and I'll make another 3. I got some in the fridge. That's just started on that row there, which is about 6 weeks old. Takes 6 weeks of fermentation to give it a real tangy taste. Favourite is having that full of ice. Put the kombucha in and a squeeze of lemon. Beautiful. And you just put in 100 mils into each bottle. This is the starter. This will steep for about, a big one, steep for about 40 minutes. I put it in the fridge to cool it down. Little one I'll just leave on the table. is what it looks like. Yeah, no. It's really fizzy. Small ones had about 15 minutes of steeping. We'll get it, tea bags out, transfer them into the bigger one. That goes back in the fridge to cool off. Another 20 minutes and then that cools off. I can do the first bottle. I'll do the bottling now and show you how it's done. Just funnel. This is the small one, 750 mils. With a starter of kombucha, 1.5 teaspoons white sugar, and always use these vice grip things to make sure the bottle's tight, otherwise if it's not tight it'll be flat. That's one. This is the bigger one that's been in the fridge with the tea bags from here go into here after 20 minutes. Squeeze them out to get all the goodies out of it. So you can have whatever flavour you want. I like the lemon and the ginger, but so long as you have a black tea, because it's the one that has the most wild yeasts in it, to get the kombucha flavour. You just do the rest. It's the same thing. It's works out to be 2.4 litres tea. It's always a bit over that I drink. That one's spot on, and you just get it. It's like 100 mils left to drink. And it's just like tea with sugar at the moment, but once this is fermented for 6 weeks, there'll be no sugar left in it. It'll just all be turned into kombucha, which is like 0.5% alcohol, which is basically 1/100th of like a normal beer. All it does really is just put the carbonates to the tea, and the longer you leave it, the more sort of sour, vinegary it gets. So these just go in the cupboard, and I date every 6 weeks to see how quickly I'm going through it. So if you're drinking it too quickly, you know by the date you're going through it too quickly, and it'll be more sweeter if you're going through it quickly, and more sour if you go through it slower. So that's 5 weeks, and there's one there, 2 in the fridge. It's 6 weeks, so I just have a bit in the morning, about 100 mils, and it works as like a tonic for your stomach.